Chapter 3. The Ideal of Guru Bhakti. No amount of charity, chanting mantras, or spiritual practices can be truly meaningful without the Guru. The fact is, without the Guru, the heart does not become pure. With his blessings, your salvation is guaranteed. Tenu mere varga Guru nahi milna Bajaj. You will not find a Guru like me, Bajaj. Guruji would sometimes remark lovingly, the entire Sangat is his family, and though each devotee feels Guruji is closest to him, Guruji regards everybody as equal. He is a Mahapurush and yet easy to approach. He has come to reduce the burden of suffering in his disciples and reward them with Kalyan. Today, Guruji's devotees can unite with him with as much ease as they used to when he was in human form. The only prerequisite is that we let go of our ego, have full faith in him, and surrender completely. The purpose of any religion is to overcome our vices, including our ego, so that we can truly unite with the Guru. Guruji taught us not to be led by the demands of the ego. Do not be a hypocrite, be truthful. Only then can you live a peaceful life, he would say. Guruji often remarked that people don't ask him for the real thing. Asli cheez koi nahi mangda mere kolo. Everybody is after materialistic objects, praying for this or that. Inner peace can never come from pursuing materialistic desires alone. True happiness lies in nurturing our bond with divinity by loving Guruji unconditionally. If we succeed in doing so, we will enjoy an abundance of bliss in all spheres of our lives. However, Guruji, the most benevolent, knows the limitations of his Sangat, and therefore, when he blesses us, he gives us everything. He not only gives us relief from worldly difficulties, but also provides us with enough to fulfill our material needs. When we are beset by problems or misery, his satsang gives us strength and helps us to maintain our emotional equilibrium. The treasures of his blessings are never-ending, and no one ever goes empty-handed from Bade Mandir. Our devotion may take any form, any god or goddess. Guruji will grant us darshan in the very form we cherish most. If you call upon your Guru, he will come to your aid. He will never disappoint you. It is essential, though, to keep the vessel of our mind pure and free of dirt. This requires that we rid it of the impurities of vicious thoughts as well as malicious intentions. Guruji always responds to our prayers and provides us with what is good for us. Guruji never wanted any of us to abandon our family life and emphasized that bhakti can be attained while fulfilling family responsibilities. Guruji has been working ceaselessly for the kalyan of his Sangat, earlier in the bodily form, and now his divine form, glorifying our lives with his radiant light. There is no wisdom, sans the Guru. There is no liberation, sans the Guru. The heart remains impure, sans the Guru. The truth does not dawn, sans the Guru. Guruji had warned us. False gurus are in plenty these days. They succeed in deceiving even intelligent people. He had told us that we would not get anything by following hypocrites and tantrics. He disliked hypocrisy and hollow external rituals. He was against all superstitions since he had said that they weaken the individual. Unfortunately, nowadays, a few devotees have succeeded in trapping themselves in fallacies of their own making. They behave like Guruji himself, copying his mannerisms, distributing prasad, food offered to God for blessings and then eaten by devotees, claiming special powers and divine rights. They do themselves and Guruji's disciples a great disfavor. Let us forever remember, Guruji is the divine light, which is very much present amongst us today. He has not gone anywhere. He has only transformed his form from the physical to the spiritual, divine light, and therefore Guruji did not ordain any gaddi, line of succession, or successor after he left his physical form. There is absolutely no ambiguity about this. Guruji showed us a very clear and simple path to unshackle us from external rites. There is no need to wonder whether a locket with Guruji's image as the pendant should be worn on a red, a black, or a yellow string. Such concerns are distractions and take us away from our true relationship with Guruji. He would encourage his devotees to neither have blind faith nor be superstitious in any way. All that we need to do is to connect with Guruji and lead a simple life. You will find that you do not have to go anywhere and that Guruji's blessings are flowing into your life. Life is too valuable. It is not meant to be wasted on things of little worth, such as partying out, pleasure, seeking, and being consumed by money-making. What does materialism really give us? You can find many examples around you of the rich and famous. They have ample money and recognition in society, yet their hearts long for inner peace and happiness. This won't be your fate if you truly unite with Guruji. If Guruji abides in your heart, then you will enjoy life. You will also find the true purpose and meaning of your existence. With Guruji's association in this lifetime, it is better just to focus on him. To connect with Guruji, we need to light up our hearts with honesty, humility, and selflessness. This way, we are sure to receive blessings of the highest order, his kripa. Guruji emphasized that it is purity of mind and soul that shows the devotee's true bhakti. He did not insist on rituals and advised the seva should be done with a pure heart. I learned this lesson when Guru Purnima was celebrated for the first time at Chote Mandir a few years ago before Guruji left his physical form. It was my good fortune to be present there on that auspicious day, and I was doing seva outside the main hall. The Sangat was performing Guruji's arti inside the main hall, and as soon as that was over, Guruji summoned a bhakt and had the arti thali sent to me through him to apply tilak, a spot of colored paste or powder worn on the forehead by devotees, to the Sangat. Initially, I was hesitant to take this seva, but when I was told that it was Guruji's adesh, I was so overwhelmed with emotions that I started to tremble. After all, I am a mere bhakt, and I felt so blessed that Guruji had thought of me being worthy of this sacred seva. My daughter helped me by holding the thali, while I was respectfully putting tilak on the devotees' foreheads, chanting the mantra each time I applied the tilak. That night, once the function was over, Guruji asked me, "Maza aaya tenu?" I just smiled and said nothing. A few days later, Guruji talked about the Guru Purnima celebration and said, "Teri mauj karati." I told him that I wasn't sure if I was able to do the tilak seva in the right way as I was nervous and trembling. Guruji replied, "You were truly remembering your Guru each time you were applying the tilak, and that is what is important." For me, rituals do not mean much. It is the sincerity and depth of devotion that matters. That is what connects the bhakt to the Guru. Guruji used to point out that Mahapurush neither engage in self-publicity nor do they encourage media coverage. Their teachings and life stories are written after they have relinquished their human garb. As I sit in dhyan, I can see Guruji sitting on his asan. The Gurbani, which he loved to hear, is playing. Guruji is surrounded by a sacred silence and by his beloved Sangat. His presence envelops each of his devotees who cannot have enough of his darshan. Hours pass by and the Sangat continues with its silent veneration of his divinity. It is the divine in him that reaches out and touches people's hearts without any external force or words of persuasion. He knows without hearing a word from us what troubles us and what we seek. Still, at times, he will call you and hear your problem and then utter those words of irrevocable blessings, Kalyan Karta. Whatever he has said is bound to come true sooner or later. He is Lord Shiva and Shakti resides in him. His words are indelible. They are as sacred as the eternal word of the Gurbani. We should follow his hukum, command, and his words. Indeed, that is the only way to pay obeisance to our Guru. Guruji sometimes blessed his Sangat with the words, Tera Kalyan Karta, Ashkar, or Mojkar. These were verbal stamps of his grace, an assurance that his blessings were with the devotee and that whatever be the trials and tribulations of the devotee, they would soon be solved. Guruji never disappointed his devotees and was as easily pleased as Lord Shiva. However, it is important to have patience and absolute faith in him. Guruji would often emphasize the importance of good deeds. He always said that when donating money for a noble cause, devotees should give gupt dan. These were his words. Daan oi changa honda hai sajje haath kare te khabbe haath nu na pata lage. Which implies that the very essence of charity is lost the moment one reveals it to others. He would say, Banda ban, change kaam karya kar. Be a good human being, do good deeds. He wanted us to follow the good and to do good in our day-to-day lives. It is thus vital to set some time aside for dhyan every day, even if it's just 2 minutes. You can also chant his mantra silently. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivji Sada Sahai. Even though other relationships have their ups and downs, the Guru-disciple bond is eternal. In fact, every aspect of life is trying and stressful. We tend to get depressed and disturbed by everyday problems. To overcome this, we should be satisfied with what we have achieved and not whine about what we do not have. We can do this if we tune in with Guruji. Then whatever may come, happiness or sorrow, we remain unperturbed. It is also essential to keep your feet in one boat. So to say, follow one and none other. You are my Sai. What would I do with another, when there is none to compare you with? As Guruji's blessings begin to permeate a devotee, the seeds of spirituality begin to grow inside the true devotee. You learn to care for others, feel mutual concern, and develop a loving friendship with all the Guru Bhagats. This was what Guruji taught his Sangat, and this is the real meaning of Guruji's Satsang. Guruji taught us indiscernibly through the Shabads of Gurbani. These Shabads help us to be in perfect harmony with him in mind and spirit. For the devotee, there is none other than his Guru. The Guru assumes different roles, such as his father, his mother, a friend, a companion, or even an object of devotion. His satsangs are a means to be in touch with him and sing his praises. He blesses both, the ones doing the satsang as well as those who are hearing. Chanting the Guru mantra endows the devotee with positive energy. He is therefore able to face the challenges in his life with greater confidence and courage. When I do my meditation, I experience complete bliss. I feel an intense desire to meet Guruji, but whether Guruji grants me physical darshan or not, I can always find him within my heart. Guruji once said to me, "How will you write about me?" I admitted I did not know anything about his nature, and how could I, when the 4 Vedas are ignorant and even the gods do not know? That is why many stories are spread about his true nature, and yet we remain mired in ignorance. Rare is the coming into being of the human plant. Once the leaves and fruits fall off, the plant does not flower again. Time and Maya lay out the trap. Pilgrimages, penance, yoga practice are hooks. Having found a human life, man entertains hope and goes around, collecting virtue and good deeds, yet salvation stays unattainable. Leave the rest aside. Adorn yourself with Guru Bhakti, whence the Guru resides in your soul and joins himself with the Oversoul. Liberation is in the palm of your hand. As the mantra goes, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Par Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurve Namah. The Guru is Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. He is God manifest, obeisance to such a Guru. It is vital to surrender yourself to the Guru, if possible from an early age. That makes life easier and joyful. For children, it is not necessary to sit in dhyan for hours. For untrained minds and fragile bodies, intense prayer can rapidly raise dormant spiritual energies which may be harmful. For children, even 2 minutes of sincere and heartfelt connection with the Guru is sufficient. They must follow the dharma that is appropriate for their age, which is to pursue the goal that they have set for themselves. 2 minutes of chanting Guruji's mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivji Sada Sahai, or connecting with him through the means of his photo, or a short prayer will keep you away from your troubles and make Guruji's divine guidance available to you. When you leave your problems to him, you will find that you do not have to struggle to get rid of them. He will himself eliminate hurdles from your path and lead you to righteousness. Such is his love. Your first gurus are your parents. They endow you with sanskar, good tendencies and virtues, and establish the foundation of your life. Your teachers are also worthy of respect. They empower you with knowledge. A teacher is like a lighted lamp that lights other lamps. Yet, academic qualifications are not the sole criteria of a good teacher. He should have high moral principles and inspire his students to possess higher qualities too. Education should also serve the purpose of rejuvenating your body, mind, and spirit. When you are truly educated and attached to Guruji, a joyful existence will be easy to achieve. Be humble if you want to grow. The present times are rife with materialism and self-gain. Guruji alone can show you the right direction. Guruji is our best guide. When you dither in making decisions, just leave it to Guruji. He will take care of everything. Materialistic things can never give you lasting peace of mind. The happiness felt will be short-lived. For example, many of us become restless to possess electronic gadgets and devote our energies to obtaining what are nothing more than toys. Such desires are never-ending and only increase our urge for more. This is Maya, illusion. We should instead ask Guruji for the things that will bring about inner growth with lasting peace and happiness. A healthy mind in control is your best friend and can achieve anything. Try to be calm when you are surrounded by problems and pray to Guruji to solve them. Never give up hope. Go on praying again and again. As Lord Krishna says, do your karma and leave the rest to him. Similarly, leave the results to Guruji. He will take care and do what is best for his devotee. Guruji loves seva done with a pure heart, and those who serve him unconditionally and selflessly get everything from him. Selfishness is the root of all troubles in life. Sometimes we accept it thinking that it would be difficult to survive without it in Kali Yuga. Look at Guruji himself. He never demands anything from us. Instead, he gives us and only gives. Guruji is a Mahapurush. He left it to his devotees to realize his true being. To some, he is like Guru Nanak Dev Ji. To others, he is Lord Shiva. Some see in him Sri Ram or Sri Krishna. When he took human form, Guruji spent his early life in the humble settings of rural Punjab. He was simple in his living and very quiet. He liked soulful music and had a great sense of humor. Guruji always told the truth, whether it was pleasant or not. He had tremendous healing powers and commanded immense respect. Guruji treats us with his silence, and silence in prayer is where we need to get to. When you worship Guruji in silence, you experience fulfillment from within and a tranquility which is unparalleled. Guruji was surrounded by people of all kinds. The bad also got transformed into good once they got connected with Guruji. The poor and the rich came too. Those who lived in luxuries sat for the healing calm of his presence. Despite their riches, they had issues that only Guruji could help them resolve. It is our great fortune to be part of Guruji's Sangat, and we must further it by putting his teachings into practice. For example, we can use our money for comfort and for adequate savings. What is left can then be used to benefit the needy. This would be a small step in the direction shown by the Guru, who urges us to do good deeds, initiates us on the spiritual path, and helps us become better human beings. Jai Guruji.